Yeah, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and you are tuned in to a brand new episode of the Dignified Delinquents show number 2 in a row. Here we go, cuz we back in this bitch, man. 2024. Breeze came in walking through the fucking door. Alecia got the hat on, so you know we gonna do this thing like my dog Breeze. Go!
2024. That's my favorite number. If y'all ain't know, 2-4 on the show and I'm living like Kobe. Y'all should already know the Dignified Delinquents. Y'all know me. And let's go get it in with a friend. Hold up, take a shot of gin, not gin on Drake, gin, make it sin. Give me brown so I can clown and I can take this thing down. Hold up, with the white, that get me right. I'm feeling good right now. I really kinda wanna fight, not fight. All love, just show me some love. Give me a hug. Dignified Delinquents, dog, what's up?
What's up? Alecia in the building. Hey, Alecia in the building. Hey, Alecia in the building. And everybody in this bitch chilling. That's how you bring a show in. Second show.
Hey, the book, y'all.
The second show.
The book, y'all. Freestyling.
No, it's gonna be paid style.
Second show of 2024. That's how you do the damn thing. Alecia, man, how you doing, dog?
I've been good.
You been good? Don't look at yourself in the monitor. Now, I know this is your first time.
It's kind of new here.
Yes. This is your first time back in what? You've been gone for, I want to say a year.
About a year.
About a year? Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be back?
Feels great. I'm really y'all favorite. I don't know why you. Yeah. But I'm really y'all favorite.
All right, Cat. Hey, how you doing? Well, first off, fuck everybody else.
First of all, fuck this bitch. Fuck all the co-hosts and the clicks they claim.
Oh, God. See, like I never said that. I never said fuck the co-hosts. I just said I know I'm y'all's favorite.
You know what I gotta say though? You are consistent. You are one of the most consistent people who we've had on the show who comes in, do the damn thing, and then just get ghost on a nigga.
Oh, I think that if anybody get ghost, it's definitely y'all.
Slow motion. Gotta get used to it again. Being a student.
Okay.
I got it. It's gonna be all right.
Cause you've been out of school for what?
Standard 10 years.
10 years. That thing like riding a bike though.
No, it ain't.
No.
It actually ain't. It's like going like you rode a bike, now you're riding a unicycle. Now you gotta know it's but I got a good support system. I got it. I'll be all right.
Yeah, man. Now, Alecia, we were talking pre-show, and you were mentioning some things that you want to do in your life. So you were saying that you 29 this year, and
29 this year,
and you turned 30 this year.
This year,
and you wanna
become a Mamiana.
Buzz down, Mamiana.
Yeah, I want to come a Mamiana. You know,
that's
it's about my time. It don't look it.
Nope. Not with that hat. I can tell you that.
Actually, this hat's definitely giving mom.
That hat is giving me mom.
Nanny.
I know y'all lying.
My dear.
Not true.
Nah, I fought with it though. I
Not true.
I fought with it.
But yeah, I want to be a Mamiana. It's about my time.
Okay, now let me ask you something, because you came in with that goal, and I'm not mad at that. That's a great aspiration. But I feel like you stepping over some steps, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be a Mamiana without somebody. True. But we working on that. All I'm saying is that, right? You gotta find somebody, and then just get it popping. Some people get pregnant within like 3 months of their relationship.
That's crazy.
That could be me.
That's wild.
That's all I'm saying.
That's actually crazy.
You don't even know that motherfucker.
You don't know them.
But you know that's what people do. That's what I'm saying. And I can always go back to somebody I do know. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Something can transpire in my life, right, between that person that I do.
You got like
book me just in case y'all want to see it. Y'all better book me first before I make a
the
movie.
Lady with the hat kills. Something crazy like
go back
that.
to somebody that I've known for years.
So what you looking for? What you looking for in a guy now? You about to be 30, so
I feel like y'all always, anytime I come on this show, y'all ask me what I'm looking for in a man.
It's different now. You 30 now. You got to understand it's different now.
I'm looking for somebody that's giving daddy-ana too. I can't be giving mommy-ana and you're not giving daddy-ana.
You still talking like you're 25. What the fuck is a daddy-ana?
Can I just say,
you better not ever in y'all life call Breeze a daddy-ana.
Bust down daddy-ana. Can I just say, I'm not mad at you for having that goal. I think that's cool.
You gotta go.
It's not like a goal. It's not a goal, right? But it's just like something that I would want to happen for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm not like actively
have kids at 18, 19.
Yeah.
And then like you don't get to live life until you are 30 plus, and then that's I'm choking myself. That's when you can that's like when you probably get financially stable and you can really take care of kids. Like I always tell people, I was the most blessed out of all my siblings because my mama had me when she was 30. Nigga, they had they shit figured out by the time I came along. Y'all niggas I never lived in an apartment growing up. I'm sorry, I don't know that lifestyle. Roaches? No. my parents had a house. So, but like my sisters and my brothers, their story could be a little bit different because my mama had my oldest sister when she was 18. And my next sister at whatever age. So it's like shit, 18 and 30 is two different people.
I think like back in the day, right? People were having kids younger anyways, and they had a bunch to keep a big family. That was their goal. True. I think like now we have a decision to make. And I used to think that too though, like I'm gonna be selfish in my 20s, but I work doing birth certificates, and let me tell you, I see people that probably should have waited, and they have their life together, and they still should wait because physically, mentally, they're not parents.
I don't know. I don't think
they're not parents.
No kid don't start no show for real. Yeah. I know people that had kids in their 20s and shit living outside, like not even, and then they still good parents though too. You know what I'm saying? Like they kids be fresh and go places and still. I think it all depends on you and your significant other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's factual. Now, speaking of that, y'all know January is National Poverty Awareness Month. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, I don't even know that's why. You aware that you broke?
You aware you live in the hood? Like, yeah, we know. The fuck?
Like, are you aware of your current circumstances and where you are, and your ass ain't got it? Like,
I'm about to be done with all these different holidays.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a holiday.
It's not even a holiday. It's
it's awareness.
Awareness.
Oh,
Breeze, if you can make a national holiday, what would you make?
That's a good question, my boy. That's a question of the day. That's a great question. National Switch Day.
Switch.
Yeah, yeah. A broke person got to live a rich person life, and a rich person got to live a broke person life for a day. See how y'all like it.
It's not a bad idea.
Alecia, if you could have a national holiday,
that should be hard as fuck to do.
You better be like, God damn.
Who, somebody got Kevin Hart. Damn, somebody got Oprah. Damn.
Who got Beyonce? Can I get Beyonce? So Alecia, if you could
make a holiday?
Yeah, if you could we figuring shit out. If you could have a national day, what would your national day be? And it can't be National Switch Day.
Dang, he took.
I took hers. Well, black people, that's what I was gonna say.
I was thinking the same
national
thing.
Government give people money day, I guess.
Shit, that's the same thing, ain't
it? Is that the same thing? No, he said switch. He said switch. They have to switch their life. I'm saying they need to give out stimulus checks
every day. I mean, once a month.
Once a month. If I could make it a holiday, yeah, they need to give out stimulus checks.
That's tax season.
Some people don't get nothing for tax. I don't get nothing back in my taxes.
Are you a dependent?
I owe.
You let one of the people that stand in their picture like this do your taxes, bro. These girls be on Facebook all day talking about their boyfriend scamming, and then if y'all need y'all taxes done, holler at your girl, bitch. No. So you give my social, man?
This is the way I know you ain't gonna do my taxes. If you tell me, like, listen, I'll do your taxes, and when I do your taxes, if you file with me, you get a free cruise or you get some shit for free. If you give me free shit plus, and the ones who get you, I can get you in advance up to $3,000 now before your taxes even come back.
Right, and you only getting $2,000. Right. Now you owe them up there, nah, bros.
So nah, man. Happy. I don't know if this is happy, but happy National Poverty Awareness Month.
Bro, who comes up with this stuff?
Yeah.
I don't
know.
get this stuff passed.
Is this a bill that gets passed? That's not.
I think you can actually you can pick a day, like you can make a national month and or national day, and as long as you do it every year.
Don't tell nobody that, because I don't want nobody going up there trying to come up with something dumb. Now we gotta acknowledge it.
Yeah, as long as you do it every month or every year.
So the purge could happen for real. If somebody was like, "Yo, like this is," and the government after a while, after it done happened 3 years in a row, and they really can't stop nobody.
Don't do
like,
that, because I already feel like movies are, warnings. I already feel like that's coming anyways for the government. The purge.
You wouldn't know what to do.
Currently.
Oh.
Fine. They all look like Lamar Jackson. So I said, what's going on in Baltimore? I need to go there.
Baltimore.
It must be fun.
I would tell you this. We traveled to DC, me and my wife, and I don't fly into DC because of all the bullshit with the world and everything. I fuck around here, somebody come across an intercom that don't sound like me. I'ma be. I'm
Welcome, dude. The jet boom. I'm just like, hey, for real. Stop.
Man, you going down.
Nah, for real. Hey.
Welcome to the what?
The jet boom. Bro, I'm just playing, bro. Hey, take that out. It's too early in the year for me to be getting canceled, bro.
This is the second show of the year.
Like I know Jerry, he'll snippet that part right there. He'll snippet that right there.
People hate me. He gonna cut that bit
He'll
right
cut it right there and post it on
Welcome
there.
to the jet boom.
And then text you and be like, I think it's getting great views. You don't think so? I think a lot of people.
Bro, that's
People
good though.
fuck with it.
Jet boom. Write that down. Write that down, boy. Send it. Don't steal it.
Man,
I'm on a roll today.
I'm on fire.
But I will say, man, we fly to Baltimore, and this is my wife's first time flying into Baltimore. And when we got out that airport, man, it's not a big airport, it's a small airport, but everybody in the airport is black. Like everything is black. The gate agents, the people selling shit, the people at the food place, black, but black, and like happy. I know we say Southern hospitality is a thing, but it's like it's also a difference up north because they kind up there too. It's just a different kind of
rude.
It's just a different kind of kind.
Kind of rude.
Depends if you got them on the street, like
Yeah.
walking and stuff.
Yeah.
They definitely rude.
They rude as hell.
Because they got a pace.
They got to get there.
They got a
Yeah,
pace. They got a tempo.
This train leaves
I really
in
think
5
that's
minutes.
where I learned walking fast, because I went to Philly and oh my God, I was moving slow and the bitch about beat me up. Getting off the plane, getting the bags. I was like, why are you in a rush?
Now,
Get it.
Breeze, that shit about your hair because you was talking about feeling somebody beat you up. I was thinking somebody was gonna pull you by your hair. Breeze, what did you call her hairstyle?
What you call my hairstyle?
Booty slangers. Butt slangers.
I think that if you don't get your braids to your butt, you're not really getting your hair
Can I
done.
ask you a question? I be seeing girls in the club. Why they do this when they hair be long? Like, what is this about? Like,
They
'cause
be
I
trying
went
to
out-
get it off their neck, I think.
No, like they be dancing. They be like,
Oh, I don't know why they do that.
They be high.
Okay, listen, they might be doing it right because they butt probably moving in the hair. If you see something moving, really, you gonna really pay attention to that at that time. So like they doing like this, trying to get.
I'm
And now you looking at her ass. Now you really looking at her.
okay, because I was thinking they wanted to show that the hair wasn't stiff. Oh. So I was like, damn, maybe that's why.
Well, then why they keep doing all these damn hair videos already showing us that the hair ain't stiff?
I don't know. I just wanted to know. Because you got booty. I've been seeing those a lot.
I feel like if you don't have your braids to your butt anyways,
you're doing a disservice.
Yeah, like what are we here for?
That's interesting.
I mean, but I love me a good little bob braid style.
When the last time you had like just a straight bob? One of them motherfuckers where you do this shit like this.
Them shits.
The bob from Incredibles, The Incredibles. What's that lady name?
Or the ones that I like the ones that get longer, like short and then.
That's like an asymmetrical bob.
Bro, I love a bob, bro. Ain't too many girls can rock bobs. You rock a bob, you all right.
I hate to say it, but it's called Bobbiana. But I know you getting upset.
They not Bobbianas. Who the fuck?
I know you're getting upset with my honors, but it's a Bobbiana.
Y'all gotta stop making these words up. Aniana. Man, this is the podcastiana.
This is a podcast.
Yeah,
Buzz down, Tatiana. Now, I want to ask Alecia this because I know specifically I could talk about this, but because you're a pre-K, a PK. MK, minister's kid. So I was on social media a lot last year, but also this year I've been seeing it a little bit. There was a pastor, minister, I'm not sure what he goes by, bishop, by the name of Mike Todd. You know, are you familiar? No?
I don't. What? Have y'all? You know what? I don't fool around with such negative things if they're fake like that. I can't. But no, I haven't heard of him.
What do you mean fake like that?
Is he like a fake pastor? Is he like putting on?
So okay, so that's what I wanted to ask you because so he blew up during the COVID year because his church is not virtual. They have it in person, but they do a great job with the virtual options. And he blew up during COVID. And even my wife was watching him. Like he does good stuff, but now I think as like the more popular he's getting, the more not intrusive, but he's trying to do things to like entice people a little bit more. So it was like the method that he's preaching isn't necessarily. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that it's wrong, but it's not like the traditional. Here's the like he got props on stage. He's sitting there doing things. He's calling people out about things, and it's like. A lot of people are liking him, but a lot of people also are like, this is a fake prophet. He's not really a pastor. He's just a motivational speaker calling himself a pastor.
Oh. I would believe stuff like that. I would believe he doing that anyways, especially if he got all that props and stuff. I like good old school pastors anyway, so I don't really give new pastors a chance. I like me a good old soul. So get your blood boiling.
What about you, Bree? What you think?
I think people gonna be surprised when Judgment Day come and all they pastors is sitting in hell with them.
I'm telling you,
because
they taking their members with them.
It's all like social media based now. Like we don't get no authentic, like you say, the old school pastors. Like I want that pastor that's not you wrong, you dead wrong. Give me the word without all the extra stuff. You don't need the social media. You don't need all that. Give me the true word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I don't like them Facebook pastors to this day.
We got one of the most
be on Facebook Live.
One of the most popular pastors, TD Jakes. They say he be at Diddy parties.
Listen, I was gonna say something when I thought that's what you was really finna ask me about. My soul is sick.
What is he doing there? Like I just don't see. That's like saying Jesus was at the devil party and just like.
Well, I gotta say the Bible does say that Jesus hung out with sinners. Jesus did party with sinners.
Yeah. But he also saved them. He also turned their lives around.
So who's to say that as TD Jakes is at these parties that
he hanging out with a bunch of sinners and he turned their life around? No. I'm not gonna talk. I had one, but I'm not.
He's not. I'm not. That was too easy. Go ahead, finish. I'm done.
I'm just saying. So like I think that pastors and bishops and ministers, they're people too. And we can't although in a Catholic church they'll say that they sit at the foot of God, they still human. They still make mistakes, ain't nobody perfect. But you also gotta live. And I think that we sometimes we used to a lot of times put bishops and ministers and pastors in this certain box of elitist people that they can't do, they can't be, they can't say. And it's like, nah, you do, you say, you is. Why can't they?
So are you down with the new age pastors or the old pastors? Because I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to hold you. I feel like you got a life, right? But you're also not putting yourself into a predicament to where like life is finna make you have to show your true colors.
Like what? What you mean?
Like him at these P. Diddy parties. If you're not saving none of them sinners yet, why are you still there?
But who's to say? I can't say for sure or for a count that TD Jakes ain't praying for Diddy, ain't praying for Dion, ain't praying for these people who he's around and who he's socializing with. I can't say that he is or isn't.
You said Dion?
I said Dion because I know that TD Jakes presided Dion's wedding to Pilar Sanders back in the day. So that's why I'm saying that, like,
They got to be paying him a pretty penny.
who, TD Jakes?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying, from when I was growing up and TD Jakes was TD Jakes, it's completely different.
He
now.
was a choir director.
But I think though I don't
Growing up.
But you know,
When we
but
were
you know,
growing up, he was a choir director.
But you know, money change you. Like
do.
if I give you a check to come here and do this,
But church is a
think-
business, anyways. Church is a big old business, mega.
It is a business, but I do think though, like you said, social media amplifies things. So he could have always been doing this, and it just wasn't. You can get on social media and see it happening. You probably couldn't get on social media and see him sitting at Diddy's party. You probably could have read about it from somebody who was there, but you wouldn't have saw it with your own eyes. So it makes things different. But I'm not going to hold my bishop in a different standard than I would someone else. Like, no, my bishop shouldn't be on Instagram live talking about let's go bust down Tatiana, fuck these bitches and hoes. No. But if my bishop got caught on camera cussing, I'd be like, he's a real person, because shit, I cuss too. I probably cuss more than my bishop do, but hell, y'all piss Bishop off. Bishop done went off. If Bishop is single, Bishop out here, if y'all to caught Bishop with one of these loose floozies.
I say,
but then
if
he
you follow
can't.
Christ,
But then he can't preach about it. Like, he can't preach about, like, you know, saving yourself for marriage. Like,
That's
it's cool.
true. That's
like,
true.
I'm cool with that. Like, if that's what you want to do, and you want to be out here doing it, but don't come in the church on Sunday and tell me
Don't be a hypocrite.
this is what you don't need to do. This is what the Bible say. I'm cool, but
Yeah.
just leave that out, because the pastor, they supposed to just show that.
Right.
I just seen the Venmo and it said paid for.
Yeah.
right.
Like, what you talking about, pastor?
Pastor didn't even know it was on there. What's
Right,
that?
he didn't even know we could see it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like when you follow Christ, you got to separate yourself anyways. It's a whole nother ball game. You need to separate yourself.
Yeah, yes, but I think at the end of the day, though, we have to understand that these folks are human too. They just sit in the pulpit, and it's their job to deliver. It's kind of like Breeze is a teacher. Like, it's you remember when you was young, if you ever saw your teacher out at the store, like, motherfucker, you shop. Like, yes, look, your teacher is a person too outside of the school. So it's the same thing with a pastor. And I think I know that from experience, because I have my uncle's a pastor. I got a lot of family members who are pastors, and I see them outside the church.
Yeah, I got a lot of my family members pastors too. So I see them like.
I see them, and I'm grateful that they still hold on to their Christianity when they around worldly things.
All right, well, I think we got too deep. Are you talking about the pastor, the swag surfing pastor? Is that him?
No, not him. That was the New Year's Eve. Yeah, I saw.
Who's the swag surfer pastor? I think I seen it on Shade Room.
They plays. I don't know who it was.
Didn't they do that for the countdown or something?
Yeah.
And
But here's the thing. I'm not mad at that, because if that's your way to connect with your flock, and that resonates with them, hey, so
They couldn't remix it. Yeah, I got Jesus. Yeah, wait, you know something? You gotta play the original. I swag when I swear.
Watch me surfing. I'm on that communion.
I'm not finna play with y'all.
I got red wine and bread.
I'm not gonna play with
that.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna stop playing, because I gotta talk to God.
Yeah.
I be praying. I be talking to.
Do you?
When you pray, do you pray?
praying?
Like, do you close your eyes? Like, when I pray, I sit and I just like sit in my man cave.
That's you talking.
But that's what it is. Like, I want to know the Bible for myself, So you just can't tell me anything because the Bible could be used for good or bad. No matter, you can flip words
depending upon the scripture that you choose to use.
No matter how it is. Well, the Bible say this. Yeah, it says that, but continue to read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what it said before that.
People do it all the time. They'll be like, read Luke 6:38 through 39. It's like, now what 40 say?
Right, yeah.
What did they say in verse 40? You talking about read 6:38 through 39. Don't forget about 40 and 41 and 42. So people try to use that to weaponize their position. But now I'm just gonna swerve a little bit from that conversation. I want to go back to, thank you, Lord, for blessing us with 2024. You know who has a great opportunity? I didn't think about this yet. Ruben Studdard. He needs to come out with Sorry for 2024.
And I ain't gonna.
Where is he at?
He lost weight.
No,
he's alive.
He's alive?
Yes, he's definitely alive.
Oh, my bad. Oh,
Jesus,
my God. Were you a fan?
I definitely was.
God.
Definitely am a fan of Ruben Studdard.
He didn't sell his soul,
My
so
bad.
he didn't make it. He didn't sell his soul.
That's what it is. I'm telling you. But I didn't know, though. I feel like when people go away for a long time, I automatically kind of just make them a funeral in my head. My bad. My bad.
What?
My bad.
Yeah, he ain't made a song in 4 years. Must be dead.
He gotta be dead. He was hot.
Let me tell y'all, I am the worst person to think about any artist because I'll put an artist to death. I'm telling you.
That's not good.
It's not. We was playing a heads up game and they was like the white rapper that died and I said Eminem. Everybody was so mad. They was like, what? Eminem is alive. Like
and well, alive and well.
At Detroit games all the time.
Right, alive and well.
My bad.
Where have you been?
My bad.
No, Ruben Studdard has a great opportunity. But I want to ask you, Alecia, because you talked earlier. You talked about wanting to have a baby in this year. It's on your goal soon. But when we was off camera, Breeze asked the question, and you said you can meet somebody new. But if you're dating someone. At what date does fucking come in? Like, are we fucking by date 3? Or is that too much? Is that too fast?
That's too much. That's too fast.
I think it depends on the guy.
Date 3?
I know some girls that ain't give it up in years, but then I meet them, then it's like...
Yeah, like one night. But I'm not knocking nobody that do that. You asking me, right? My preference. I'm going to try to push it out 30 days. I'm going to try to push it out.
Okay, let me ask you this. Challenge by choice. Challenge by choice. Let me ask you this question. Are you or have you made it to the 30-day mark? And if you have, okay. And if you haven't, how far did you make it? Challenge by choice.
Okay, challenge by choice. I made it to the 30-day mark before in my life.
Okay.
Also before in my life, I've done a one-night stand.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I dig a little bit?
You always want to dig with me.
Don't dig.
You always want to dig with me.
Don't dig.
You got one digging question.
What's the one? Let me ask you.
You got one digging question.
Let me go first then.
Go ahead.
No. I didn't say one of each.
Come on, man. One of y'all need, because I'm on.
I'm gonna let Breeze get it. I'm gonna let Breeze go.
Was the one night stand better than the 30-day wait? Yes or no? Which one was better?
The 30-day wait. The 30-day wait was better.
She lying. She just saying that because you asked.
I'm telling the truth. How am I? I just told my truth.
Better how? Because he been waiting and anticipation was up. Or
yeah, and it wasn't quick.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Damn, buddy, you messed it up for the one night.
Let's go. Next.
Well, I think so. I'm always curious about this. What one night stand is that like? Did you meet them that day and then, or was this somebody that you have been communicating with and then like the first time y'all met was like, okay, we can?
Oh no, it was somebody I was communicating with, and that was
okay,
the first time we hung out. That's not like that's different.
That's different.
A one night stand can't be that.
He been working for that.
Yeah,
no, one night stand is like, oh, I meet you at the club, like, damn.
And then you did it. Oh, I ain't that deep. No. I'm not knocking nobody that did it, but
I don't think a lot of females. I think guys probably. Well, I don't know.
But Jerry, that's your digging question.
No, because I was gonna dig. I was gonna have some more, depending upon your response to that. I was gonna have some more for your ass, but that let me further know that wasn't really a one night stand.
I think that people do consider that a one night stand.
No,
he worked for it.
Yeah,
all that texting he was doing and all that y'all was talking, he was in.
But what if it was on me? I was the one. I think I kept up more communication with that person.
He responded. He responded. Yeah. That's working.
Yeah, you wanted.
Oh, my bad.
You was something for him to do that day. Well, she keeps.
I'm sorry, I don't excite y'all that much.
She is hitting me up often. Let me just go ahead over here and drop some dick off.
Guys will stick around forever for some cat. Like, I don't care if I never see you. I was in college, 18. There was this girl who lived in Memphis. I ain't never going to Memphis at 18.
But when she caught your ass, she caught your ass in Tallahassee.
I was talking to her from 18 to like 22. Never seen her. She would like hit me up random on Facebook, and I would always respond. And it was spring break, and seen in Panama City.
What?
And Big Slide. I was like, oh,
Panama will do it.
Oh, but I stuck around. Like I wasn't even pressuring her. Like,
why would y'all stick around for that? Just because?
Because it's there. Like I don't have to do nothing. I told you what's going on, and she hitting me up.
And subconsciously, it's already done. It's already done. It's all we need is
the fight has been fought.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the opportunity presented.
When opportunity in Jacksonville
meets preparation,
right?
Oh, that's deep.
She may one day be in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I may one day, we might have the football game in Memphis for some reason. Come to the...
So would y'all rather have one night stands or y'all rather wait?
Me,
at
myself.
I gotta wait.
Me, myself, personally, I gotta wait.
Well, I'm married, but...
You're married.
Yeah, that too. But like even at any point, because I don't. It's a lot of nasty women's diseases out here, and I don't trust people that easy. So me personally, I'll wait. Now I'm out. If you a 3-date rule, we gonna go on date Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. We fucking. What's up? We went to the movies on Monday.
In college, I had 3-day rule. In college, I had 3-day rule. I had 3-chill rule.
Yeah, 3-chill rule.
What?
So I would chill with you. I wouldn't try nothing.
So girl, I gotta
chill with you again. No, like we're gonna have a good time. We'll chill. That third night, you should know because you knew by the first night if you wanted me or not. Mm-hmm. And but the three thing worked for me because they're like, oh, he ain't trying me. I ain't trying. By the second night, they was already like.
What? This is why I have a no bar date rule. Don't take me to the bar.
Well, I was in college, but college is different. Like you might
no bar date rule.
No bar date rule.
Cause y'all the bar be the third date. Then boom.
Nah, that's rape. Never had to. Never. We don't joke about that.
The bar be the damn third
no,
date.
If you've ever got and then boom, your ass probably need to go get a kit done on you.
Right. That's not okay.
Yeah, like, that's never.
I like my people alive in the way.
Yeah, I don't want to have.
I'm not saying they're gonna be drunk. I'm not saying they're gonna be like drunk and knocked out. I'm just saying that's when people, you know.
You said and then boom.
Oh my goodness. Let me break it down for y'all because y'all global. I'm not saying they gotta be like drunk and like, you know, blacking out at the point. I'm just saying, you know, you drink and you get a little tipsy and you know, you can leave the bar from there and go do other things. But that night y'all might end up having sex.
We had no money. Like they was coming to watch
y'all making
Netflix.
it a college thing. That's because y'all are married. I'm not a married person.
Well,
so
when I outside of college, when I was, you know, got some money, had a job, it was different. Like I ain't going. I tell you right now, I didn't really go on dates. I didn't go on. Bree was going. I would take Bree out on dates, but I liked her.
Oh,
she had potential. Like it was a reason. Like I wasn't. I saw a future with her. Like
Jerry,
some girl,
you was married fresh out of college, right?
A couple of years after college. But even before then, a good date was. I got married at 19. I was out of college for 3 years.
That wasn't a wedding renewal.
No,
I feel like I was married before that.
We had been together probably 2 years.
When you graduated college?
16.
16. That's 16. Why, because I'm thinking you might. Okay.
Yeah, nah. Okay. But no, so a good date back in the day. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker had Netflix, there's all these other streaming services wasn't even a damn thing. All you had was Netflix. If you had Netflix, that's a good date night.
No.
What did you go to college?
I didn't go out of state for college, no.
What college did you go to?
FSCJ.
See, it was different. Like we was on campus.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I didn't have that.
I had Netflix.
I did not have that.
Chill with this basketball girl. 6'2".
No.
6'2".
We were sitting in the bed and I pulled the covers and my feet.
I guess that was understood for y'all because everybody was kind of doing the same thing y'all was doing, so they understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I get it.
Do you because the last time I talked to you, you were this was about a year ago. Tech. You was trying to go. You was going to school for something.
Respiratory therapy. Are you still doing that? Yeah, I am. I'm just doing my prerequisites, but yeah.
Nice. Them prerequisites be on your ass, boy.
I'm telling you. And then when you working a lot, it's sometimes people pick their job. I will say I'm a victim of picking my job instead of picking myself. I'm a victim.
Say that again for the people in the back.
I am a victim of picking my job instead of picking myself, and you need to pick your fucking self.
For real, because when you lose that, if you lose the day-to-day, that job gonna pick somebody else.
They're gonna pick somebody else. Yeah. They'll run you dry.
I'm taking my vacation. My boss is like, you just
sorry.
I'm next week too.
Gotta go.
I got the time.
I be trying to tell them I'm about to take my vacation. They be trying to find things.
Yeah. Before,
well, we don't have anybody to cover. You're the only person.
Well, don't tell them. Surprise, I'm not there. Put PTO in here. Surprise, I can't come.
Prepare the others.
Definitely pick yourself.
I do miss being young though and just not giving a fuck about a job. I quit a job on Tuesday.
Telling you, I used to quit a job. Like I remember back when I had 5 W-2s. I was quitting jobs.
My sister-in-law, she's my age and she quit that. She don't like it. She ain't working. She a nurse, registered nurse, and she will leave that bitch. You hear me? Nope, didn't like it. And go get another job.
She know her worth. She know her worth. That's what I'm saying.
That.
Choose yourself so you can get to where you want to go. And then when you get to where you want to go and you know your worth and you're making that money, if you don't like it, yeah, you can do just what she doing.
I be like, man, you had to nope, left there last week. What?
Just what you want to do. You know your damn worth.
You what? Yeah.
You can't leave that job you there with right now because you ain't nobody.
I tell folks this all the time, and I will say it to the day I die. You should be loyal to a job, but you owe them no loyalty. A lot of these places, not all, but a lot. Because if you died on Tuesday, your job would be on Indeed Tuesday and a half. So just
y'all
keep that
seen
in
that
mind.
little video? I think it was on TikTok or something with what is that man Omar? That man, that black activist. Yeah. When it was like you put in PTO, it was like, why do you need this request accepted by the white man?
Right. This is my PTO. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I'm blessed.
Yourself.
I have
unlimited
PTO, unlimited PTO.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, with unlimited PTO.
What they hire?
Not at the moment. No, we ain't hiring.
He's trying to get me on.
Is this a self? They not hiring?
Huh?
He's trying to get me on.
You always trying to get Breeze on. He don't try to get nobody else on.
But he don't really be trying to get me on. But Jerry not like that.
I don't like that y'all got the same shirt color on. I missed that memo. I don't know if it's my glasses that make the shirt's color look the same.
No, we did it.
They about the same.
Yeah.
I called her.
I called Bree and I was like, can me and Breeze match? And she was like, I don't care. Let me stop lying on her.
Now, what made you go with that hat? Like, where did that hat come from?
It came from Shein, right?
Is it Shein or Shein?
Shein. I thought it was Shein.
It depends on who talking.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Shein.
I say Shein.
Is it Shein? I know that's how they have it.
I say Shein.
Shein, but I say Shein.
I say Shein.
I put it together.
Tomato.
I'm a real put together like Shein.
Hot sauce Tabasco.
Either way, I brought it from Shein. It was like $2.
That became how long it took? A year.
It was express shipping when you spend over $120.
Oh, you
spent $120. You
threw that in there.
You was getting ready to check out. That got you over the top. If you spend $120 at Shein, you got about a Ross boatload of clothes in your goddamn house.
Ross. I'm telling you,
Shein. I fuck with Shein,
and I thought that it matched with my outfit. You see the different color pinks right here, and then the hat.
Yeah.
You don't think I put that shit on? You put that shit on?
Put that shit on.
My homeboy coach, the DC, that was face. He said, "Hey, Breeze, get him my number. That nigga sound like a vet to get back, coach."
Shout out to my guy. You want to shout him out?
Yeah, shout out to my one of my best friends, JJ. He just was hired as the Old Dominion wide receiver coach. Big shouts out to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Love you.
Nice. Yeah, man. That's dope, man. Breezy, you ever thought about getting back into coaching?
They ask me all the time.
Okay.
But I'm always go here. I know they tired of hearing me saying it, but I'm about my family. Mm-hmm. If I gotta be moving and doing all this business stuff and I can't be around R, take her to karate, take her to track, that shit will hurt me.
Let me ask you this though. At what age do you think she has to be, or if never, she has to be for you to say, okay, she's good. She's not necessarily independent, like she still needs me, but she can go out and do, like, I don't gotta be there for every, like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because right now I'm there at every practice. Like, you ain't finna play with me. Yeah. Like, I almost got us kicked out of the damn flight bounce house yesterday because some older boys were playing football and Jamar and R was like in the area and they almost like trampled them. Oh, okay. So I went over there and the parents was like, I'm like, get your kids. They playing, you don't see my kids right here? Like, yeah. But I think the age would be,
it could be never. Look at Dion and his son.
My dad said it was 19 for me.
I'm gonna always like be around like if she need me to, but I know like one day she gonna have need a life of her own. Like so when she gonna want to go with her friends and all that, we ain't gonna spend as much time. So that'll be a time where I'd be like, okay, I could do the principal thing if I wanted to, if I want to take it there, or if my homeboy still had that like, bro, we know you a good coach, we know what you can do for real, we know you know the game. Yeah, if then we could talk, but right now I couldn't. They told
you don't coach football.
Yeah,
they teach me football because I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, because I don't
it's
know
like $5 a lesson.
I ain't paying it.
Nah, but I got you. But they ask me all the time. They like, bro, you need to get back in it. The guy that I was just telling you about, I actually was supposed to go and be his grad assistant in Tusculum, but I turned it down because my wife told me she was pregnant with R, so I turned it down, and now he's a big DC at another college.
Wow.
So he called me all the time like, bro, you know, if you was with me, you'll be right here. Right here. I'm like, yeah, bro, but some things money can't buy. You know
that's right. But I do think though, opportunity not gonna miss you, and sometimes you gotta do a wraparound to get back to what your true blessing is. The head coach at FAMU, former head coach now, he took the job at Duke as a running back coach because he was at another, I think Memphis or Middle Tennessee as a GA coaching running backs at that time, and then now the head coach at Duke wanted to bring him there, and folks were like, "Hey, that's a step down, nigga. You the head coach at Duke, at FAMU, y'all won all these games, you just won the championship, and you gonna take that back? You gonna step back to go be a running backs coach, and you was just a head coach?"
You got to step back to step up.
I was gonna ask you, like, what you think about that?
It's a joke. You ever seen a football player when they running the ball and they going this way and they step back to let something else pass by them to get that touchdown? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a crossover. Sometimes you got to give them that step, but you got to step back to get what you really want. And I think it was a good move by him because coaching has like an age range. These coaches is getting younger and younger. Like the Miami coaches, I don't know, he down to my age. Yeah. The head coach for the Miami Dolphins is my age or a little older. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage of them opportunities. Duke is not FAMU. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Duke is Duke. Duke big D1. Power 5.
Might not be the best team.
You know what I'm saying? But if he's the coach that they think he is, he go out there and coach these running backs to be great.
Offensive coordinator in a couple of years or in a year or two.
Steps. You know what I'm saying?
The head coach.
Right. Because them big schools, they might not, but they're not going to look for a FAMU.
I wish I had input. I do not know none of this.
But,
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
But at the same time, they might, but it's just a little harder coming from them unless you Deion Sanders. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little harder. But
is Deion Sanders the one that do the little shay?
No, that's Shannon Sharp. Let me put it in your terms for you for the all right, so say you at work, right? Say you working and they got an opportunity like you at your office, you are the head person in your office. You running everything in your office. But your office is in a small ass city. Chattahoochee, Tuscaloosa, just small ass little town. Right? And they say, listen, we have an opportunity for you to come over here and be the office clerk at this office, but it's a bigger office. This is where all the corporate people come through. This is where all, this is headquarters. Or you can stay in your little city. Now, you come over here, we're going to pay you probably about what you're making running the whole office. We're going to probably pay you close to that, if not the exact same, if not more, than what you making, over where you at. So you can come over here and just be an assistant at our office and learn the ropes over here, and then maybe one day run this office or office similar, or you can stay at your office in your small city and you run that one how you running it. What you gonna do?
Take the
yeah. So some folks be like, nah, I'm cool over here and I'm cool. My life is over here, I'm good. And some folks will, like you said, take that better position. So I hope that made sense. I try to break that shit down like a metaphor.
I'm telling you, because I don't know none of that. Yeah. I don't even know what they doing on the TV.
Got to. I know. So did you play any sports?
I ran track.
So if you was to marry your future baby daddy, future husband, and he was an athlete, are you competitive?
No, I'm not.
You're not competitive at all. That would bother me.
I'm not competitive. No.
So I would have to let you win and everything because it wouldn't matter to me. Like we go bowling. I'm trying to beat Bree's ass. Yeah, I want you to not. Because Bree is like low key good at a lot of shit, and it's like how the fuck are you good at this? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm an athlete for real. So bowling, I should be killing you. Yeah, strike. now you cheating. Like now you cheating. But I it's not like a bad competition, but I love to compete.
Yeah.
I say I'm only competitive for like things that I know how to do good. But if I know I suck at it and we about to play it, I'm gonna play it, but I ain't finna be.
So like the heads up game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be competitive. Uno.
Okay.
But I'm not like super, like, you know, people that's competitive, they competitive off the rip, whatever it is, they finna try their best. I'm not.
But that's like Simone Biles and her husband, when they back a couple of month ago now, when they were going back and forth, and they was like he was lying, he didn't know the hell, whatever. But she was like, you know, we both are competitive, and they were like, who's the best athlete in the house, and she's a gymnast and he's an NFL player. She's I'm sorry, let me not just say she's a gymnast. She's probably the greatest gymnast of all time. I'm so sorry. But like, so in your relationships outside of like athletics and sports or games, are you competitive with your spouse? Like, you know, honestly, me and my wife, we are, because we try to big each other up, but I think in doing that, it helps us in life. Like, motherfucker, you went to school, goddamn it, I'm going to school.
Like y'all one up.
It's like because I think it helps you be better. I think that's just a competitive nature about people who were athletes, and then also people who, you know, want to see somebody else do great. Like, I ran 2 laps a day. Let me see you do 3. Not saying that's what we do, but
it depends on the couple too, though. Because we go when we went bowling with another couple, and like, the husband was competitive, but the wife ain't really care, and it was pissing him off. Like, damn, you just...
Yeah, she's good.
This was another time, though. This was another time because, like,
I'm gonna cheer you on.
It was us versus them.
You go, babe.
It was us versus them. So if we going against another couple, bring them back, like, Breeze, tighten up, bro. Like, I'm like, babe, you right, shit. It's that, because we like, but the other couple, like, she's like, I don't know what you want me to do.
That's me.
He like, goddamn, try. You like,
put your hands up, shit. Put your hands up.
Me and Bree giving each other high fives and handshakes, and
I'm gonna be cheering you on and stuff.
They looking at each other. They looking at us like, well, it's not that serious. Like, yes, the fuck is. Y'all invited us. We gonna beat that ass.
No,
you know what I'm saying. So I like competition, and it's starting to boil over to like what Jerry's saying, not to like, oh yeah, you doing this. I gotta tighten up. Yeah. Like I don't want to be left down here. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to be.
That's true.
You know, so it's not a bad thing. When we say compete, you probably think of just sports. It's everything.
Yeah.
Like Jerry,
life.
He's told us multiple times on the podcast how his wife got this job for this amount of money. He like, fuck, I'm the man. Let me go do this. He go do that. Fucking 2 years later, she like, yeah, now I'm the boss of this. Fuck, now he got to do something. And that's good
by that time again. I'm like, hold up now. Because
at the end of the day, you got to think about where all that money going.
I think that's like when you want to grow with your spouse. That's one, like, if you want to grow with your spouse.
Yeah,
I'm single.
Spouse. Okay, so let me put it like this: y'all both in the car.
Got it.
Y'all in the car. Y'all got the same destination. Y'all both want to get to this place. You both in the car. Sometimes you might detour. Sometimes you might have to get off. I ain't got no gas. Your spouse car might keep going, but the goal is for you to get back on that road. And y'all go on the same path. And y'all get.
I mean, I would want that in a relationship that I have. Okay. Yeah, I would want that in a relationship that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me. Y'all heard that? I mean, I've been trying to keep my stuff together. So now, Alecia, off air, challenge by choice again, because I know this was an off air conversation. I'm bringing it on. You talked about selling a little bit. What you was talking about?
Selling.
Oh, no, you said celibate. I'm sorry. I thought you was talking. I know a lot
cut that. Don't slip it that part. I'm not selling nothing.
I know a lot of girls, they be like, I'm celibate now. I said
celibate, so I don't want nobody, now that we're going to talk about it, I don't want nobody to think that I'm selling it.
Okay, either. No, I know a lot of women be like, yeah, I'm celibate, but how much, bitch?
I'm like, oh, damn.
I'm like, selling what?
How much? No, so you talked about going through a celibacy journey.
Celibacy.
How long have you been on your journey?
6 months.
Yeah, damn. And now Breeze asked you some follow-up questions. So Breeze, what did you ask her?
I asked her, was she celibate or was she abstinent? Because people get that confused. Like, girls, they be like, oh, I'm celibate. That means like it's no magic fingers. You not getting no
rose, no nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't giving nothing. You ain't getting nothing. Abstinent is like you ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Like, ain't nobody touching it. You don't even know how I look down there. Yeah. You barely want to watch it because you don't want to touch it because you don't want to break the abstinence.
Them lips looking at you like this, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, and she said, "You said what? Celibate, right? Correct." So
I said
So now, question for you: challenge by choice. This is for everybody in the room.
I ain't answer.
So everybody talk about like bodies, like getting bodies on your name. If you give head or receive head, does that count as a body?
No, I don't count it.
Half it.
I don't count that.
Half it.
I don't count it.
Give me half a body.
I don't even count that as sex. It's a no.
So you ain't celibate, man. You ain't.
Just because I said I don't count it. Just because I said I don't count it doesn't mean that. But no, I personally, if I was up on my sexual game, I wouldn't count it.
Okay, question for you. This is a good follow-up question. Do you think that a lot of women are like you in not counting that? Like, is that common?
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, question. If you hypothetically was to count, we're gonna do a hypothetical. This ain't necessarily you per se. I'm just gonna take general. If a woman's like, you talk to a woman, she's like, yeah, I've been with 4 men. How many men can we count that she's not counting? What do you think that number is? If that question makes sense.
Probably 10.
God damn.
Probably. Maybe 8.
I had.
Now,
Add 4 more. Just add 4 more to it.
Is that giving or getting? Or maybe both?
See, and this is going to be technical because I really just wouldn't count giving head. I wouldn't count that.
Right.
And I wouldn't count you giving me head. I wouldn't count that.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe that's getting. Like actually
It's part of your body, so it counts as a body.
No, it don't. No, it don't. It's your lips. And
What's your lips a part of?
And your esophagus.
I'm not counting that.
I'm just saying.
You count
in
that?
my past life.
In your past life.
If I was to tally it, it'll be 0.5. Like if I was to go, if I tally everybody and I was like, okay, boom, I would put 0.5 there. Only because like
it's not a body.
I've had in the past girls that just like I just want to do this. Mm-hmm. Like I'm saving myself for. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like
I've had in the past men that just wanna.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
Chopsticks.
But like, how
and
don't
some people penis is small. You know what? Never mind.
Anything that can get you a STD is counted about it. It's counted because somebody putting their nasty lips on you and you don't know they got herpes or what, and you get this gonna count as a sexual
transmitted disease.
So you're saying to count it as a full body?
Breeze is saying that you should count it as a half a body.
It counts.
A 0.5.
But he's saying 0.5.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily see it one way or another.
I got a question, right?
Okay.
Y'all want to count it as 0.5. Here's a deep question. When you're having sex, right, with your partner,
When you're having sex.
When you're having sex.
She said it like it's like a health teacher. Sex.
SMR.
Please go out the microphone doing that crazy shit.
When you're having sex with your partner right now, right? And she just give you head or you just give her head and that's it. Y'all go to bed. You count it as you had sex that night?
I counted as I won.
Y'all be full of it.
Finish him.
It's a real question.
What are you talking about? Did I finish?
Did you count? Do you count that as?
I count it as a successful night.
I'm not. First of all, I feel like whoever.
Did she finish? I count it as a successful night. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, but that's another week. No, I count it as a win for you won. I won.
So if you don't finish, because I'm not finishing no one. So if you don't finish,
then don't start.
Stop.
Then don't
come back. Put the camera on me.
You better get a toy or something.
Don't you ever
get a toy.
See, and that's why you're single.
Get a toy, baby. What? I got a whole human being right here in my shirt.
That's why we ain't gonna just fast forward that, Breeze. That's why you're single.
That's not why I'm single.
That is why you're single. Did you hear what she said?
I'm not
That's not
finishing
why I'm
nobody.
single. That's not why I'm single.
That's why you're single. We gon' well, I can't work with you.
I feel like finishing a man is different than finishing a girl. You can do like little tips and tricks while you down there that kind of, this is not where the show is going, but I'm just saying you can do like little tips and tricks while you down there. And so, the come is a little faster for her. But for men,
not all of them.
Oh my God, this is what I'm saying. You be full of it. But for men, it take a little longer.
It don't like what?
Ain't nobody gonna be down there for that goddamn long.
Who are you dealing with?
If you know what you're doing.
if you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter who are you dealing with these animals. That's it. Like who are you dealing with?
It don't take long for a snake to shoot some venom,
bro. What?
It don't take long.
huh? Alecia.
Let me go. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Man, I'm being serious.
Turn into Shadrach media. Shut it up.
It's probably for y'all, but I'm
Mama
saying for men, it normally take a long time. So ain't nobody down there.
So you just said we 1 minute. I don't know.
I
was just saying.
I'm just saying for other people.
No, you just said. You said
I'm saying for other people, right? It take a little longer for y'all.
Or could we just say maybe? I'm not saying that.
Maybe the girl not into it at that time.
Or maybe I'm not saying this to be true for anybody's situation, but this is just a hypothetical predicament that you could be in. Maybe she don't know what she's doing,
or maybe
why it always got to be her? Maybe it could be y'all.
And I'm gonna say that sometimes when if I like you, care about you, it's not gonna take much.
Really?
Because I like that. So I like that. I like that touch. I like that. And I'm just saying in general.
So they don't really like you like that. I should keep that in mind. So they don't really like you like that and stuff like they don't really really feel you like that and y'all into it. You got to put in some hard work. You
got to put in some work because
add a toy to your life.
Ain't no feelings in there.
Add a toy to your life.
When my feelings involved,
man, y'all too hard to deal with.
It was the best of times.
Add a toy to your life. That's all I'm saying.
A toy. Do you have a stash? I was talking to one of my my homeboy. They were saying that they have. I was like, y'all. I like
what you did.
What?
No, I tell you later.
I'm like, y'all are just freaks not in my opinion, but be happy freaky. And I think people have freakiness to a different level. But he's like, they got like a stash under the bed of toys. Like I was like,
I feel like you should add that to your life. You know,
I mean, bro,
I don't really think that's freaky.
No, a stash of toys under the bed.
You got a stash. He must got kids.
No,
no kids.
No kids.
He exploring.
They'll be laying around.
Grab the blue one.
So I feel like you should add toys to your situation.
Stop whispering the fuck.
Like you in health class. I feel like
because some people like to make you feel. I don't know. I mean, y'all probably not gonna make me feel like I'm being nasty, but I'm just saying the viewers, I don't want people. She's a freak.
This is a no judgment zone.
Put her Instagram at the bottom. No, but I feel like you should have like toys in your situation. I feel like,
bro, there's nothing wrong with a little, bro.
Nothing wrong with a little Rose.
Your rose is dethorned. Goddamn, the flowers falling off that motherfucker. Your rose be trying to hide like a motherfucker from your ass. Don't cover your face up now. Don't try to hide.
What is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you?
That rose really can be your best friend if you know what you're doing, fella. Like for really, like you really boom 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 boom, and people be acting like it's
people see how you.
Well, I'm not. Like I said, this podcast is damn near Planet Fitness. This is a no judgment zone.
Have you been in Planet Fitness? Don't say Planet Fitness, bro.
Come on,
that shit's horrible.
I don't do my
you like Planet Fitness?
Nobody be in there working out for real. They be doing stupid shit. Like,
well, so nobody. So I will say. They have a great app with great workouts on them. So if you follow the workouts on the app, you will know what the hell you're doing. Like they offer classes.
My gym is the Y. They offer classes.
And they very expensive. At least before we get you up, if not up out of here, before we get up out of this banter section, I know that you talked about your one of the things is that you want to have a baby by soon. Do you have a preference in what the gender of your first child is? Like, do you care? I
wanted a boy so bad first. I want a little boy bad first, but now I'm okay if I have a girl first. But if I had to pick it, probably a boy.
Why did you see a
baby boy? Yeah, y'all are goals. And the fact that my mom, she be. I can see like some things now, but when women have girls, they really think of their babies like them, like little mini thems, and they want to do like everything with them.
Girls are
my mom be being cute, like, I got us the same bonnet. Are you wearing it tonight? Like,
boys are expensive, bro. Boys are expensive. Like I can get RS something out of Walmart. $3.
Boys expensive.
What you mean? When those people want their sons to have name brand stuff, like girls can put on anything and go to school with it and they be like, oh, she look cute.
They do got more girl clothes.
And then you go to school with a Walmart shirt on as a boy, they're like, man,
You been in Walmart lately, nigga? Walmart. Let me tell you about Walmart stash. Walmart and Target. These motherfuckers, they ain't the same. They ain't your daddy Walmart.
I'm saying boys they want name brand or whatever. Girls can put on anything.
You got no tennis shoes that I wear, so you 1,000%.
Yeah, because Dykes be taking all my size clothes, dog.
Man,
bro,
I'm not a part of that.
Bro, nah, I ain't got nothing against. I got some homegirls that's like that. But I'm just saying, like I go to the store and I can't find nothing my size, and I see somebody in line where I'm like, bro, that's not your size.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like what? Like I need that polo shirt. Like for real. Like what you got going?
And y'all stop going to the goddamn corner store and taking all the black tees out that motherfucker because
that's me.
Yeah.
That's why I be stealing my friends' clothes just in case.
We gotta move the show along, y'all. We finna go right here to one of our new segments, one of our favorite new segments, and it's called a New York Minute.
And I am from the Bronx. Run that shit, bitch. Yummy.
Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great Man, and this is a New York Minute where we talk things all worldwide, news, politics, and what's going on in the world. So the Iowa caucus just happened. And things are getting serious, man. This 2024 is an election year. It's a big year. I hate election years because you're going to start seeing all these advertisements on TV. It's going to take over. But I think us at this young age that we are, we got to kind of play a part in the election cycle in the world because it's going to affect us and our kids directly. So I guess my question for y'all today during the New York Minute, what does a candidate, Republican, Democrat, or other, what do they need to do to earn your vote in 2024?
At this point, bro,
I ain't even gonna. Every time I make a comment about voting, people look at me like I'm retarded. But I don't vote.
You can't say the R word.
She just said it.
Look at that again.
102.
Nah, but for real, like what? So what do you say that make them people think you crazy? I kind of.
Hold on, I want to hear this shit. What you say
What did I say?
to make people think that you're crazy?
Or the word you use?
Oh, that you don't vote?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you vote? It's a reason.
I'm not really into like politics because I just feel like, right? I feel like you're Democratic because your parents be Democratic, or you're Republican because your parents be Republican. I don't think like people really take the time to see like what's really going on. So I don't.
So do you have opinions about the people in office or the past people that was in office, or are you one of the people like, yeah, Trump shouldn't be in there, or he shouldn't be in there?
I think Biden too old and he ain't really making no good decisions for us either right now. But he Democratic and everybody that's Democratic is going for it. But I don't really feel like he making the best decisions for us right now either.
Let me ask you a question. What decisions has he made or not made that you don't think have been right? Because I'm asking that because you said that
I haven't really followed all his decisions, but I don't really like that straw man thought, that stick man, whatever straw buying or something when you purchase a gun for somebody and they're not legally supposed to have a gun, but then like you get caught up for it. But like it right now because he passed the law, like people are getting like court cases from like the past, like it happened like in the past.
Now is that a law that Biden passed, or is that something that was presented at the Senate? Because if you're not really into politics, I think
was that presented at the Senate?
It could. I don't know. I'm not too privy.
I thought it was something that he passed.
I'm not sure.
I'm not. But listen, I'm also not afraid to say that I'm not quite sure either.
Yeah.
I don't really dibble and dab into it. I feel like a lot of people say they dibble and dab into it, and then they sound crazy too.
Yeah. So here's what I would tell you, just a piece of advice, if you don't mind. I'm gonna offer it anyway. Because I think it's interesting what you said about like people often follow what their parents were because your parent was a Democrat, your parent was a Republican, whatever, and you should go seek that information for yourself. You're 1,000% right on that. But it sounds like at 29 years of age, you haven't went and seek that information for yourself yet. And I think you should. Like, you should have your own opinions and your own thoughts about what's going on in the world, why things are transpiring in the world like they are, and then you can make thoughtful decisions. But
is it Democratic for the people, right? And Republican,
I can't. A Republican gonna tell you that they for the people, and a Democrat gonna tell you that they for the people. I can't tell you.
It's a stretch. Like anybody can be anybody if you want to be for real. You got some Democrats that's really Republicans. They just sway this way a little more. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. I just
believe in like fair treatment. Like if you're a hard worker and you're doing all the things that need to be done, then I feel like things that you need, like if you fall short and need help, like Medicaid, things like that. I think you should be rewarded of those things.
All right.
But some people voted for Barack because he was black.
Yes.
They didn't know anything
they didn't
else.
know nothing else.
People
that's
who
true.
never voted for Barack because he was black.
That's true. But you know, and I also feel like the government took like playing that though. They knew that that's what they was going to get a lot of votes because of that. And boom, it's you know.
They still do that because whenever a Democrat is running, they put Barack out on the field, they put Michelle out on the field to entice
right next
black
to him.
vote.
He cool with Barack, he cool with me.
I feel like that's the same thing for like trying to have a woman president too, though. I feel like that's the same thing trying to have a woman president too. They're trying to bring more women out.
But I think that that's not a bad thing either. But here's to Breeze's point, what Breeze said about everybody's going to say that they're great, but you got to listen to the person who all of them are lying to you. But listen to the person, listen to the person whose lies align with your truth. Like if any of this shit came true, you would be the perfect candidate for me. Like if you do what you said you're gonna do, you good. That's a good way to do it. But then also know the difference between the House, the Senate, the Judiciary Circuit. Know what the president can and can't do, because a lot of times, not just you, Alecia, but a lot of times people be talking stuff about like people and presidents and stuff that was passed and laws, and it's like, you know that the president didn't, like, he don't have control over that. You know that
he was actually going against it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the president,
everything has to be brought down to the Senate, right?
Not necessarily everything. The president can do some executive orders, but a lot of things that are passed happens in the House.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, what the president did, like, no, you know that they vote on this, and if the Senate,
I knew that part.
If the House is majority Republican compared to Democrat like it is now, a lot of the stuff that the president wants to do ain't gonna get passed because they're not gonna be bipartisan. They're gonna be for their party. So I think that we gotta really do that in 2024. And I know I'm gonna be on this horse a lot, y'all. So get ready for it because it's an election year, and I hate to do it, but I gotta do it. Just know what's going on. Do your research. A great way to do it is watch the debates. I watch. They gonna happen. But just get privy on it. Make sure that you register to vote. And vote. Not even just always nationally, locally as well. That's going to impact.
That's probably the most important, actually. Locally, votes, because those are your voices. And I don't think people understand that. Jerry just said it, but I'm gonna say it also. They are your voice. So those people that you're voting for in your cities, in your counties, are your voice who speaks for you. It's not just you voting for the president, okay? You vote for the president, that's cool. Good job. I'm proud of you. Kudos. Here's a cookie. But you have to vote for the people in your city, in your state, in your county, and we'll go from there. Because they are your voices.
You ain't gonna. And I'm not even. If you want to talk shit about the street in your neighborhood that ain't been fucking repaved, that's your city. If you want to talk about the schools in your district that are underfunded, that's your city.
I was downtown Main Street, and then I'm gonna let you. We gonna take a break or whatever. But I was downtown Main Street, and I seen how bad the flooding was. I went down there for a friend's birthday party at a bar, and I had to go back to my car, and the flooding. The drainage system was so bad on Main Street in Jacksonville that the water was to my knees that I had to walk to the car in. You know how bad, and my car wasn't close, so I had to like really walk up to my knees in water to get to my car because the drainage system was so bad. It was cars stuck in the water. And I can't blame the president for that. No, I can blame the motherfuckers who that's not voting.
Your local councilmen and women
that's not getting that handled. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough.
We say all that to say, make sure that y'all go out, y'all go vote. That has been a New York Minute.
5 minutes.
And I am from the Bronx. Run that shit, bitch. Yummy.
And we back, man. Go to podcorn.com/podcasters. Tell them that Jerry sent you. And if you got a podcast, man, you trying to get some revenue through that thing, make sure that you do that, y'all. Welcome back.
It was a good first half of the show.
You know, and we gonna keep that thing rocking and rolling, man. We moving on to one of the fan favorite parts of the show, man. This is a new year. This is the second episode of the new year. I'm excited. This part of the show is called Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. And listen, if you got letters, if you got things going on in your life, and you want us to give you a little bit of advice about it, you can write in to us. Just go to jtgentertainment.com. That's jtgentertainment.com. Click on that button that says the Dignified Delinquent. Scroll down to Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. Write your letter. Give us a lot of information that we can use on the show. And you can hear your letter live on this podcast like you're going to hear these two. Or one. We got one letter. Like you can hear this one letter today, right here, right now.
What's goody, family? Okay, so boom. I've been with my girl for almost a year now. We're both in our early 20s and we're keeping things casual. She's in the last year of college and she stays home with her pops. I graduated a year ago and got my own place. I got a 2-bedroom, even though it's just me. One room, of course, is where I sleep and the other bedroom is my office. But I keep a futon there in case anybody ever comes to spend the night. My frat brothers crash here all the time. My girl has spent some nights with me, but it's never been more than a week at a time. I stay a little closer to the campus than she does, so we don't trip. Here's the problem though. Her and her pop stay in a condo, and it's not too long ago, their building flooded. But they're both on the first floor, and the unit above theirs flooded into their place. It was so bad the ceiling looked like it was about to cave in. There was an older lady living above there who probably needed to be in a nursing home who left their water running in the tub all day. My girl and her pops are all they have here in Salem, so I thought it would be nice gesture if I offered her and her pops to stay at my crib while their insurance and contractor sorted their housing situation out. On day one, he came in hot. He started making rules like my house was his house. He told us that he wasn't comfortable being under the same roof with 2 people in the other room shacking up. So I told my girl she could have my room. Her dad can sleep in the guest room on the futon, and I would sleep on the sofa. It's bigger and more comfortable than the futon. He wants us to eat his dinner every night by 7:30, and he's in bed by 8:15. Which means we can't be loud in the house because he has to get up to go to work in the morning. Nigga, I do too. They've been here for 2 weeks and he has quickly overstayed his welcome. How do I politely tell my girl that she can stay, but her grown ass daddy gotta get the fuck up out of here? Or do I have to tough it out because I offered? Oh, God.
What you say?
I would hate to say it, but I'm such a nice person. I would have to tough it out until because I offered. So I would just have to tough it out. Unfortunately, I do understand the shacking up part. Because I've lived in a home where, your parents feel like you shacking up if you have a boy in the room and all this other stuff. So I do commend you for, at least trying to make the situation better by, separating yourselves in the house. I commend you for that. But I do feel like because you offer, you might have to tough it out. But that's just my opinion.
That's just your opinion because I don't feel like that. Like, bro, gotta go.
Why you gotta go? Because he want to eat his dinner at a certain time?
Because you gotta understand, like, you have anybody ever told you my house, my rules? Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, Pops would not be able, little bro would not be able to tell Pops what he doing. Like, listen, I gotta go to work at 6. I can't have you and your buddies over here having poker night on Wednesday. That's my that's my busiest night. Thursday, y'all gotta.
That's when I hit.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be. They gotta be. I needed peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be able to do that at his house. Why is it okay for him to do it? Why? Because he older than you? Because it's my girl dad? No. Because he let him slide right now. Let's say him and his girl get married. Future, boom. Something happen in the future. Old boy gonna think he can come to the house and do the same thing. He gonna think, oh, it's okay. This my daughter, so it's my rules. No, it's not your daughter. She my wife now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's my rules. This my house. You ain't finna tell me what to do. You gonna go by my rules. I pay the bills. I'm letting you sleep on this damn futon because your house got flooded. Your ass can go get a hotel or Airbnb if you want to. You more than welcome, sir. You got a job. It's not like you broke. It's not like you down bad. You got money, obviously. You ain't finna tell me what to do, sir.
Give that man some. Just let's tough it out,
bro. Don't. I would say have a conversation with him. Like, hey, listen. I did this out of kindness in my heart because I love your daughter. If you love her. If not, then don't say love. But I do this because I love your daughter or because I'm rocking with your daughter right now. But this is my house. I pay the bills here. I like to hang out with my friends. My friend like to come over. We don't be in bed at 8:15, sir. We not 63. You know what I'm saying? We hanging. I'm fresh out of college. Now you want me to be quiet because you got to go to work? No, that's not how it's gonna work. Have a conversation with the man. If he can't respect it, then he can get to stepping. You can say it in a nice way. You'd probably say it nicer than me, but hey. It's this or that, this or that, this or that. Whichever one you want to do.
Jerry? I agree with the conversation. Yeah, but don't kick him out.
I ain't gonna kick him out. It's not really a kick. It's like a poop, like a punt. Like, I'm giving you. If you say, you know what I'm saying, like a little. Go ahead, Jerry. I don't know. Jerry finna be like, well, you know.
Jerry like to dissect.
Well, you know, it was.
He like to dissect.
Listen, real quick, man. You can stay. But he gotta go and buy. You mean your pops? First of all, man, let me commend you for being. I don't know if you said your exact age, but being a young man in your 20s. Out here getting it, man. You got your own place. You're working. You're figuring out life and love, and you seem like a nice, upstanding young man. I say that because the girl that you talking to, or you just kicking it with, y'all keeping it light. You let her and her daddy move in with you for a limited amount of time. Now, you got a 1 bedroom, well, 2 bedrooms, one that you sleep in, the other one is your office with a futon in the living room. You're doing pretty damn good, sir. Probably got all your furniture from American Freight, but you're doing good. Doing hella good. No, American Freight, you sit on that sofa too long, it turns into a piece of bread.
Fact.
Whole goddamn cushion.
I've never heard that.
That should be thin as hell. By that second week, you can't sleep on an American Freight sofa.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, you go to sleep on an American Freight sofa, your ass gonna wake up on the floor. So, so your girl's being there, so she's comfortable. She probably got a little dress in your house. They house flooded, so you said that they can move in. On day one, he came in hot. On day 1.5, your ass should have came in hotter.
Facts.
He started making rules like it was his house.
Facts.
Told you that he wasn't comfortable being under the same roof with 2 people in the other room shacking up. Well, you might need to sleep in the hallway, sir.
Preach.
Because we going to be in here fucking.
Big time.
Sorry.
Big.
Y'all can practice celibacy.
So you told your girl that she can sleep in your room, which was a nice thing to do. You gave the pops the futon, which was a backwards ass way of making him uncomfortable. I like what you did there. And you took the sofa because it's bigger and more comfortable. He wants to eat dinner every night by 7:30. He could. Go ahead, sir. Eat.
Enjoy, nigga.
Go ahead.
Eat, dog, eat.
And he's in bed by 8:15, which means that we can't be. I'm slamming every fucking door in the house. I'm slamming cabinets on purpose.
Is this just because this is your shit? So you're trying to make a statement?
Because it's my shit.
Okay.
I'm playing the game, nigga. We have music Wednesdays over here. Every Wednesday, music blast from 7:30 to 8:16. Nigga, I'm doing shit on purpose just to antagonize them. Not on purpose, but just let them know like this is my shit.
On purpose.
Yeah, a little bit.
Purposely.
But I think here's the thing. I think that you probably should have. I don't know how close you are with your. I'm gonna call him your father-in-law. I'm not sure how close y'all are, but I think that you should have a conversation with your girlfriend or the girl you're talking to and let her know what's going on, and maybe she can then have that conversation with her dad. But that might make you look like less of a man because you couldn't go have a man-to-man conversation. So I'm going to say you go have that conversation with Mr. Charles. I'm like, hey man, listen. I want you to be here. I don't mind helping out, but here's the thing.
They only been with each other almost a year, and you offered that already?
I gotta get your goddamn mic.
He moved fast.
So I'm gonna say that's what you should do. Have a conversation with him and let him know what your house rules are. And if you don't respect that, tell him that the Ramada is always open. And that the Super 8 leave the light on.
That nigga said a Ramada.
And extended stay is there for him for his extended stay.
Is there, and the Holiday Inn still let niggas in. The Motel 6 still down the street, nigga.
Motel 6 that's
the Hampton is still accepting bookings.
Oh hell.
Hyatt is still by the Regency.
I feel like we giving him advice like he been with the girl for a long time. He already made a big stepping stone a year in. He might as well stick with it and let the man stay.
Nah, because at this point he don't care if he lose or get her. Like at this point, like he 20, so if she like, oh, you disrespected my dad, cool, I like you, but shit, like I can see where it's going.
And quiet as it's kept. He about to tie her ass right now too.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause she going.
She might have to go next.
She the one talking what her daddy say. He want us to go.
You think he? I think the dad already said what he wanted to say.
Nah, I think the dad was telling her, and well, I don't know. It wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't be not. And Young Breeze, bro, you don't get the fuck out my house, sir. I'm gonna say, sir, cause I'm
you gonna be respectful.
Sir, please get your ass and your bags and go. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here, and you gotta make it shake like just like that. Because if not, he gonna walk over you, and he gonna continue to do this. This gonna be, if you go with her for a long time, y'all together long, it's gonna happen. So that's just how it goes. Anything else you want to add before we close this out?
No, we good.
All right. Well, listen, if you got a letter that you want to write into us, man, go to jtgentertainment.com. That's jtgentertainment.com. Click on the button that says podcast. Go down to the Dignified Delinquents. Love them, leave them. Submit your letter. We'll read it live on the podcast like we just read this one right here. Breeze. Man, it's been a while. You did one. I don't remember what the hell you did last week. I know we switching the show up a lot, but it's time for this right here.
I say I got a couple questions. Let me ask you. Look. Question of the day.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Breeze, and on this question of the day, I want to know: is there such thing as acting black or acting white? You know, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, he be acting white," or "This girl, she act white," or "He act black." Is there such thing as acting black or acting white?
No, I don't really think there's no such thing.
Just there's no such thing.
I don't think there's no such thing. I just think that you're proper. Like you're proper. People tell me I talk white all the time. I just think I'm proper. So I don't think it's a thing.
So proper is wearing white?
I don't think proper has a color.
Correct.
So I don't think it's a black or white thing.
Jerry?
I will say, is there such? I don't necessarily think there's a such thing as acting white or black.
So the white boys that be wearing their pants sagging, and well,
I think that they be culture appropriating, because I do think that culture can be mimicked, but I don't think that like
elaborate.
Culture can be mimicked. I like that.
Yeah, culture can be.
I like
mimicked.
that too,
because people oftentimes associate acting black and white, like, oh, you talk white, you talk black, but it's like, no, sometimes like, motherfucker, I talk like I'm from the South. Like, I talk with this dialect because of where I grew up around. You might talk how you talk because of where you grew up around and who you grew up around, but that doesn't negate the fact that you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, yellow, purple, pink, or blue. Like, it doesn't negate none of that. But I think that the culture can definitely be. Well, I've just seen so many Asian people crip walking. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know? I know some real crips that'll run through your shit,
and they do it better than the crips. Like the Jabberwockies and shit.
I love them when they was.
They know better. They got a mask on. Right. You know, the crips don't even play like that.
Right. But I think that the culture can be mimicked because that happens every day, all the time. People doing that 24/7. So no, I don't think that you can act black or white. You are yourself, but then if you're appropriating somebody's culture, then yeah.
I think the black culture is more appropriated than the white culture. But I think that's because the black people control the cool. Yeah, definitely.
So could you tell on the phone we talk to a black person, we talk to a white person?
9 times out of 10, I could.
Yes.
So okay, so.
But I think that has more so to do with the cadence of speak, the tone of speak, the vibrato in the voice.
So people be like, "Oh, I got to put my white voice on."
That's people saying that. That's people basically saying I got to put my proper voice on. Let me sound professional.
Yeah, I say professional voice. I had to do my voicemail, and I was like, gotta get my inner white girl in here.
Okay, let me hear your professional voice, Breeze. Give me regular Breeze voice, and then give me your professional voice.
I don't know if I got a professional voice.
You talk like this all the time?
Most of the time.
Okay, you trying to get an extension on payment. How you gonna talk?
Yes.
I'm kind of pissed.
But this is before they sent you to
I just told you when the people was calling me and they had me on hold, I put them on hold for 5 minutes playing DMX.
So let me give me something. Like, if you in a job interview, you got to be professional in a job interview.
I wouldn't say I'm not professional now. I'm just saying what I want. At a job interview, I'm gonna say what you want to hear. I'm not finna be.
Alecia, give me your regular voice and then give me your
How you
professional
doing?
voice.
My name's Leonard Smith, and I was calling because my lights are off, and I thought I paid that bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sure that
But
it
I can
came out
tell
of
you're
my
black
account.
on the. I can tell you.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that you're black.
And I think that aggravates people more. That I'm trying to. I'm most certain that you guys pulled the money. The money's not there.
It's gone.
It's not in my account. Instead of me saying, "Hey, I'm Leonard Smith. I'm calling because my lights are off, but the money's been pulled out of my account."
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to see how can we get this handled because I need my lights on. I'm gonna throw some black shit in there. I have class. My daughter has to do a homework, and the lights are off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what's going on, and I want to get this handled as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like I'm not want to be like hello.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I don't go hello, but I will like ask give me a scenario. I'll tell you my professional voice.
Your lights off. Fuck, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hey, yeah, I was calling because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the lights.
You talk like that on the podcast.
Yeah, you do.
So what the fuck's the
I talk like that
difference?
when I'm reading, or I talk like that when
You talk like that on the podcast with a bitch every now and then. So say what you just said with a bitch in there.
Hey, I was trying to figure out what I'm. Hey, I was trying to figure out what you bitches got going on down there.
It's nothing different.
I think it is a difference because
It's the words that you use that people get construed.
I'm gonna say that was
Maybe
good.
because it's
That was
more.
good.
Maybe because it's more solid.
The cadence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
More across
it's
the line.
nothing different than what you're saying. But if you
Yeah.
throw a bitch in there every now and then, they're like, "Oh, he's hood as fuck." No,
Like,
bitch,
oh my God.
I'm mad.
Oh my God! Hi.
My lights are off, bitch. Turn these motherfuckers on. I have to cook. Like, what are you talking
I
about?
think that there's a little bit of difference somewhere though,
Yeah, it
because
is.
my wife, she always like, can you talk to him and because you can get it done. I'm like, well, shit. Hey, how you doing? I'm
You sound very like stern
You-
and straight to the point. Like it's just straight across.
Yeah.
You sound
Yeah.
approachable.
Yeah.
Because
There
if
you
you
go.
come,
That
if you
could be
come
it.
to
Yeah.
our table and you fucked up our order, you want to talk to me. No matter what the fuck I say, you want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to Bree because she's gonna talk proper, but she's gonna get in your ass.
Yeah.
You gonna feel like, oh, she's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
But you want to talk to me because Bree gonna be like, what I told you,
Yeah.
or whatever, or make you seem like you're here.
And I'm not paying.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm more like, well, I know, I understand mistakes happen. It's okay,
Yeah.
but this is not what I ordered.
Yeah.
Bree don't want to hear that shit. We done waited an hour for this fucking
You're gonna need to
food.
explain to me why.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna need to explain to me why.
Yeah.
So you don't sound no different, bro. It's just the words that you use.
And the cadence.
Yeah, and the cadence.
And the cadence.
It sounds different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that answered your question, man. Close your segment out whenever you're ready. Don't let me rush
Yeah,
you.
good.
That was good. That was a good question, though.
No,
That's
say
very
that
good.
shit in the white way. You say it. You close my segment out.
Okay,
I guess
we are
the-
now done with the.
The question of the day.
My voice changed.
Today's question of the day is what was it? Shit. What the fuck was your question?
Is there such a
Look,
thing?
there you
as
go,
acting,
black right there.
Is there such a thing as acting black? And
Is there such a thing as acting black or white? And that is today's question of the day.
I say I got a couple questions. Let me ask you. Look. Question of the day.
Yo, man, listen. I've been having a.
Oh, I coulda did it.
You could have did. You did it right there,
Damn, that was fine.
and that was good. Say it again. I don't know if you get two. I don't know if you get two. Yeah. I don't know if you get two of those.
The liquor hit her right here.
Yeah, you don't get yippity doo. That's gonna be the next.
Yabba yabba doo.
Which I won't do.
Yabba yabba doo.
Can somebody bring me in for my segment, please? This is one of my favorite things to do, and it's my favorite segment.
It's actually my favorite segment.
Is it really?
It's been my favorite segment since I've started this because you've been doing it that long.
What is
Top 5 is my favorite segment. If I was a
Top five.
listener, Top 5 is my favorite segment. Jerry, bring it in.
Well, let me get the people what they want, man. This is Jerry's top 5.
Look, tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Top 5.
Oh, it's your boy Jerry the Great Man, and this week in my top 5, I have the top 5 ways to know. I think that people are dating now. They're trying to start anew. They're looking for new relationships, especially men. And this is the top 5 ways to know if she's slow a little bit. Like if you out here and you dating and you just talking to these girls, these are the top 5 ways to know. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit. If she's slow, just a little bit. Y'all ready for it? I'm ready. All right. Number 1, if she 34 but she wears a book bag to work, she might be slow a little bit. Not a purse. Not an oversized bag. She got a book bag on her back.
I don't know.
I was gonna cut y'all last.
I don't know, bro. I know a lot.
Oh shit!
I was gonna.
Bro,
cut
I
y'all
know a
last
lot of
time.
girls that wear and the smartest girls I know. I know a lot of them.
They wear them on their back or they carry them. See, it's the difference between carrying the bag
True. Okay.
and wearing the bag. It's a difference.
I don't think she's sold because of that. No, just
Okay.
no altogether.
All right, number 2. Here go my number 2.
Goodness.
Number 2.
I got a backpack first today, and I feel offended.
No, I didn't even see you back down there. I apologize. Number 2, if she wears a wig but the lace don't blend well, but she's comfortable like that, like she don't even give a damn, she ain't try to blend it, she might be slow just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Number 3, if she wears Skechers because they comfortable, she be like, yeah, I like my Skechers. Not the cool Skechers, not the Snoop Dogg
She
ones.
wearing to work or just in general?
She wear them everywhere.
Martha Stewart got some sketches too, so
She might be slow a little bit.
no.
Definitely, Martha's a little slow, but I definitely.
My number 3, number 4, if she drives a Dodge Journey.
I haven't seen one of them in a minute.
If she drive a Dodge Journey,
What is wrong with y'all?
she might be slow a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot.
The car dealer just pointed the car and said, "That's the one."
That's the one.
Man,
Even the shape of a Dodge Journey looks slow a little bit. Like, damn, that's a slow
The
ass.
Dodge Journey itself is slow a little bit. Like you got to crank it up 3 times.
A Dodge Journey looks a little R. Like, it looks like it could, like,
Bro,
if
y'all
somebody
stupid.
made that car, there's like, you know what? This is for the kids who,
Right.
they're going to feel comfortable in this one. And my last one, if she got 2 kids and she named one of them babies Taquarion, she's slow a little bit.
Facts.
And I think even if they naming their kids Dior, everybody that named their kid Dior, slow just a little bit. I know a whole lot of Diors. I know a lot of Diors in the world. You all right?
my bad.
And this is why you ain't been back in a year.
That's
You know what? I don't
That's
want to
the-
really talk about why I haven't been back in a year because
That's
I
the
don't want
backpack.
I don't want the cousins
That's
on my
the book bag.
ass. I don't want
That's
the
the
cousins
book
on my
bag.
ass, but
That's my top 5. That's the way
Yeah.
that you know she's slow a little bit.
Look,
that.
tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
Now, before we get up out of here, man, who gonna do it? Is it Alecia? Okay, Alecia. What do women want to know? Oh, before you do that, you got anything else you want to? You said you want the cousins on your ass. I don't want to
I
close
don't have
that
nothing
out.
else to say.
Okay.
Nah,
Sit regular. Why you leaning like you like your back like you got scoliosis?
Tupac back.
I thought this was me sitting regular.
You was sitting like a question mark.
I had just set up because I just had a malfunction. Thank you very much.
Okay, my bad.
Goodness.
All right. What do women want to know this week?
Women want to know what you gonna say. Okay, women want to know why you want a rider and you not even a rider.
Break that down. See, you doing slow shit. Hit the microphone head
I'm
down.
not doing slow shit.
Look how
Don't
your
try to-
microphone looks slow.
Don't try to coordinate me with slow shit with me.
There you go. Now, ask your question again, just a little bit slower.
That wasn't my. This is your equipment. It wasn't me.
Ask your question again, just a little bit slower.
Okay, women want to know why men want a ride or die and they're not a ride or die themselves. There.
That's a good question for real. That's a good question. Because a guy know they got the world and still mess up.
I'm telling you.
And I
Not
just
their
think
flaws.
it's I don't have an answer because I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid that you have a rider and you're not even riding. But
I think it's dumb you want somebody to do something for you in general and you ain't did that shit back. Or you not even trying to do that. Or you don't even set the tone, really. I think that's dumb.
I think that men want a rider because it's the what's Jerry say? It's the end, and they hear everybody saying they have a ride or die chick, or they have a solid chick, or have somebody around that's gonna ride or die for them. And I honestly, I don't know what ride or die you're talking about, but I know a lot of women that deals with men who do stuff to them or been locked up, and they ride with them for what? Like I can't answer that question. That's a great question. If y'all had an answer, y'all let me know. But I don't know, Jerry.
I don't want nobody who gonna just use the term or you gonna ride or die for me. Like that ain't on our goals. Am I gonna be down for you or we gonna be for each other? Yeah, but I don't want nobody who just give me you might ride or die. No, bitch, because that sound like you got plans to die and you want me to ride with you.
You want my life insurance money.
Right. I don't like that question. I'm not mad at your question, but I don't like it.
It's a solid question because it's a lot of people, a lot of guys be saying, I need my chick to be, she gotta be down for me, and he ain't down for her. Like,
at all.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if y'all can say women want to know one more time.
Women want to know why men want to ride or die, and they're not a ride or die themselves.
Ride or die.
So fellas, if y'all can let us know,
why you coming for me?
That's how you said
fellas,
it.
anybody, if y'all can let us know why do men want ride or dies, but don't ride or die for their woman, let us know because I don't got an answer for it.
Have you ever had a ride or die?
I don't recall, so no, probably not.
Okay, let me ask it this way because this might be a better way of asking that question. Have you ever had someone who was for you and for what you were for?
Anybody was fucked up about you and you was fucked up about
I don't like the way. I don't like that hot girl.
Like it's one way in, one way out.
Yeah. I don't like that hot girl shit way of saying that.
Like one entrance.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay. Don't ask me. I got a little.
Anybody who been fucked up about you fucked up about. Like, why we gotta be fucked up?
That sound like you sold your soul.
Yeah, that
don't ask me.
Get it in blood.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. Say it how you want to say it.
Anybody been fucked up about you? I've been fucked up. You been fucked up. Like, no, why we gotta be fucked up? Why can't we just be down?
I'm saying it because women like some women like rough. But
I can be rough, and
that's what they be saying. I'm fucked up about you, girl. Things like that. I'm just trying to appease to all.
Like you can say, I'm fucked up about you. Okay, cool. I might be in a mood. I might be listening to Plies right now. So I might be like, yeah, I'm fucked up about you, but I'm not finna be like, I need you to be fucked up about me. I need you to be. Like, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That sounds stupid.
You sound like you wear a backpack to work.
Y'all want to get on this backpack
Stop
so bad.
All right.
Hey, no, I will say the better way to ask that question is do you have someone who's down for you, not down for you, who's for you and for what you're for, and you're for them and for what they for. Y'all win together, y'all lose together, y'all have each other's back through everything. That's the nicer way to say that. And yes, I have that now, and I think that men, you don't need to be with nobody who isn't that for you, whether you're a man or a woman. You need to have somebody who's for you and for what you are for. Close your segment out again. Ask the question and we're going to close it out. That deep ass swallow.
Women want to know.
Ain't nobody said nothing about Breeze when he was doing his deep ass swallow shots that he was doing. I did. Y'all was trying to come for me.
You should have called him out. You should have said something.
Goodness. Anywho, I don't know how Jerry said it, but have you had anybody that was riding for you as you rode for them?
Yes. There you go. This sound a whole lot better.
Just calm down. What you got to have?
This your first time back, and you just
be having no beef. I really be having a beef with me.
You don't know what's in that cup.
If we didn't give it to you, we ain't like it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So when we let you
y'all,
go to a show,
it's 222.
All right, man.
Angel numbers.
Well, that's that book bag shit.
222. Angel numbers.
Hey, Alecia, what can they follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at Alecia _ and TikTok Alecia.
Breeze.
Lily. And y'all can follow me on Instagram at that dude Breeze. Please say that dude. You also can follow me on TikTok at Get Smitty With It. You can follow me on Twitter at that dude Breeze. I'm trying to get back on Twitter, but it's just like a bunch of porn right now, so I gotta clear it out because I don't. No,
you're right.
Okay. Cool. If you haven't already, make sure you go buy my baby's new book or go to her website at itsalwaysworld.com. She got a new book called Stranger Danger. Y'all check it out. Thank y'all support everything.
Yo, it's your boy Jerry the Great, man. You can follow me on all platforms at Jerry the Great. That's Jerry THA Great. Make sure that you follow us on all platforms at The Dignified Delinquents. That's The Dignified Delinquents. If you can't spell that, go ahead and Google it. Listen, this is a second show of 2024, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling with us. Shout out to all the play cousins. Shout out to everybody who's been riding with us since day one. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. And you will not believe it, but we out.